Yo, what's up? It's your boy LV, and today I want to talk to you about how you can attract highly engaged followers to your Instagram that potentially can turn into clients, or they may want to buy your product. Let's jump into that right now. So if you're looking to grow a highly engaged follower, like I'm not trying to tell you how to get 10,000 followers or 20,000 followers in 2 days, which I think is kind of impossible unless you're going to pay for fake followers. But if you want highly engaged followers, I want to give you 4 steps or 4 tips that's really going to help you get that. I got my notes right here and we're going to get popping right now. So number 1, you need to know your ideal follower. You may hear that as your target audience. You may hear that as, different things people use, that avatar or whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna call it your ideal follower. You need to know exactly who you're talking to, and not just an idea. You need to go like 10 layers deep on really understanding who your ideal follower is. The more you know about them, the easier it is to communicate to them, and they know exactly that you're talking to them. Like, you ever had that point where like, man, this is just for me, or I needed this right here, right now. How did people know? Because they spent time really thinking about their ideal follower / ideal customer, right? So the second thing, you want to make sure you're talking to one person. The quickest way to get people to keep like scrolling past your content is when they're reading your caption, or they're watching your IG live, or they're watching your story, your reel, whatever you're placing here on Instagram. When they see that you're talking to a group of people instead of talking to them, you're gonna lose them. And give you an example of this. You can say, hey y'all, or you can say you want to grow your audience instead of y'all want to grow your audience, right? People want to know that you're talking directly to them. And don't think just because you're talking to one person in your mind and in your execution that you're not going to be able to reach more people. It's actually the reverse. If you speak to one, you'll reach all those who are in that same little bubble of your ideal client, all right? So the next thing you want to do, right, is you want to make sure that you speak their language. Speak the language of your ideal client. Like, I know for me, right, my audience is primarily Black women. I know they like to say sis. I know they like to say period. I know that I don't need to use business jargon per se, but I can speak a language that they can understand, that business jargon or that business concept or that business principle. So it's all about speaking their language. So if I was trying to communicate with someone from Russia who didn't speak English, I need to go get a translator to translate what I'm trying to get to them so that they can understand. So the same thing for you. If you want to attract highly engaged followers to your Instagram, make sure you're speaking their language. Now, number 4, last and final tip I want to give you today, you need to make sure that you are speaking to their hopes, their desires, their frustrations, their anger points. You need to make sure you're speaking to their secret desires, what gets them up at night, what keeps them up at night. You need to speak to their stress. You need to speak to the feeling of being overwhelmed. You need to speak to those things in your captions, and again, with all that you post here on Instagram, so that they know that you understand them. Like, we buy from people that get us. You know what I'm saying? We buy from people that be like, you know what? You get me, I'm gonna give you my money. Or in this case, I'm going to follow you and I'm gonna engage with more of your content, because if this is good and you're still speaking to me, I'm gonna rock out with you. And after you build that know, like, and trust, you know what I'm saying? That know, like, and trust aspect of it, man, they're gonna buy. They're gonna wanna buy. They're gonna wait for you to put out something, and when you do, they're gonna jump on it. But you have to make sure that you're covering these 4 steps, these 4 tips to really getting those highly engaged followers to be attracted to you, to not only put follow, but to ready to smash that buy button when you decide to sell something. So with that being said, if you're watching this on YouTube, I need you to make sure you subscribe, all right, and hit that notification bell. If you're watching here on Instagram, make sure you turn on those post notifications. Now, here's the most important thing that I want you to do. Let me know in the comments down below, like, what was your biggest takeaway from these 4 tips? I want to hear from you. Let me know, and we'll keep it popping. More videos coming to you just like this one. And until then, be social on